And good afternoon, traders. It's Tuesday afternoon, uh, December 5th, 2017. Wanted to walk you through a fantastic day in the marketplace. Trading the NQ. I've got a Flex Ringco chart, 15-10-0 settings. I've got my standard Murray math lines. This was a full automation trade today until the very end when I moved the target. The full automation trade get me in the bar, and you'll see this right here. One bar, the second bar that closed above the Murray math level at 62.50 got me in long, which is got me in at 62.50. Sorry, 62.52.75. The projected upside was 63.28.25, and this is based on I've got an MML of 256 and 1.5. I'll show you that setting. I've got it on this chart. The overlay, the MML overlay, also worked fine. It also gave the same thing on I believe it was on a 10-minute chart. So 256 and 1.5. I had that based on yesterday's trading. Yesterday's trading was a pretty wide range also. So I had that. I still have that MML set for those particular settings from yesterday. So and the MML is on this chart. The MML on some people's other charts in other trading rooms was set on a 5 or 10-minute chart. And there's the MML for the 5-minute on a 5-minute chart, and you can see it where it came down at about about 9:30. This is a 5-minute chart, about 9:30, and then came back up and then came down. So got in here. This is full again. It's a full automation trade. The automation got me in here. This is simming simply because my iPhone rebooted this morning, and I used my iPhone as an alarm clock, and it didn't wake me up, and I woke up at like 6:45 or 7 o'clock, and jumped out of bed and going, oh crap, what time is it? Market's already open. So when I came in, the market was already up in this area here, which is, let's see, 9:45. So the market was already up in this area and started to chop. So there was no use in getting in trading it live. So I went ahead and pulled back the chart, and then went in, turned on sim, turned on the auto trader, put it in sim mode, and just let it fly. And this is a standard automation that it would have done live exactly the same thing that you're seeing in the simulation here. So it got in on this bar, which is 62.52.75, right in here. Wrote it up. Here's my London high low level. The extension from the London low to the London high was 63.17.25. So here's the stall weak reversal line. I figured, you know what, this market's eventually gonna, it is gonna go at least this high, 60.17.25. So I would have waited for a pullback to the 55, say the 55 EMA, if I wanted to get in long. At that point, there was just no point because I didn't know if it was going to reach this or not to turn around. But I figured, what the heck, let's let the automation handle it. I saw the chop down here, saw the chop down here, saw the pullback. Pullback right in here would be your second opportunity, another opportunity to get in. But again, it's gone so far that you're going from here to here, which is not a tremendous amount of profit, but it's something. So I take one off at 150. What is my target set for? 150 ticks. One off at 150 ticks. The second one came off right there at 60.28, 60.27.75, which is right before the resistance line. Simply because I had it set for 300 ticks, I didn't have it reset for anything else. I'll probably set that for. That would probably be. You could set it for 350. Probably a good thing to reset that thing for 350. But usually that's pretty much where it sits. So got out here, Murray math level. Here's my Murray math level right here. It went past the Murray math level. I had another, and you'll see this right in here, right in the middle between the bottom and the top of resistance. I had a projected price point which was right about 63.33 something. And there was also a Camarilla pivot up here also. I think it was 63.33.75, which is where that was. And I'll scroll out here in a minute and you'll see that. So I knew the market was going to go at least to that level, but you know, play on the safe side. What the heck? Take profit there, get out of the trade. One contract out at the midpoint, which is a major support resistance. At this point, move my stop to break even, come back up here to the resistance point and get out. Now, since it went past resistance, I have a pretty good idea that we're going to go down. I was told that today was a cycle 3 day on the Taylor trading technique, which basically means they're going to run it up and then sell it off, which is, guess what? Exactly what they did. So getting in short here at 63.2675, which is right below that resistance level when it came back down. Comes down, comes down, comes down. So I take 150 ticks off. Now, is it going to come all the way back down here? Well, here's a little trick that I learned with messing with Murray math levels, and this is why I put the dotted lines back in here. That's stall weak reversal, major pivot, range top, that sort of thing. I put those back in here, and there's a reason for that. I started looking at where was the chop this morning. The chop this morning was between the range top and the stall weak reversal, right in here. Usually what happens is that's what this range top and range bottom is for. Right in here, this is where the market would normally chop, okay, if that was a valid level. However, when it started chopping here, you'll see it chop between this level here, the range top, and that stall weak reversal. That pretty much denoted the chop area. So I took this guy, so that would be, that's basically, here would be the old midpoint right there. The new midpoint, since that would be the chop area, would be right there, which was the major pivot. So what that tells me is move the major support resistance up 1, 2 levels, which means support moves up 1, 2 levels, which puts me at 62.6950, where the bottom of the market for the cash market would be. So let's see what happens. So I take one off at major support resistance here. I come all the way back down to 60.6950. The market comes down. I didn't move it until, actually I didn't move it until it was right up in this area, and I'm going, oh boy, give me a third shot. And the market gods were smiling, and here it comes right down to 62.6950. Filled for 200. That was 229 ticks. 300 ticks there, 150 ticks there, and 150 ticks there, which was a total of 829 ticks for the day. What happened? I said there was I said in one of our trading rooms that there was a chance that this is going to come down to 62.5975, but I don't think so. There's a chance, but not during the cash market. I thought that was a slim chance. The safer place to get out would be at that major pivot right there, since that was basically the new support line. So what happened? You can see it on the chart, see it on the chart, see it on the chart, bam. So now we're after market now. It's a 214. Here's where we're at. There's where we're sitting. So that's where it ended up. So that would have been a great place to get out. Did not come down to the stall weak reversal. Taylor, I've talked to the Taylor trading technique guys. Are saying that the market should come down to about 62.41, something like that, or 45, somewhere around here, and then tomorrow should be up. Should be a rally day. Oh, and here's the projected high. The projected high was measured at midnight, and it was put on the chart. You can't see it. 63.33.75, which is right in this zone right here. So I figured when my projected high starts hitting in this zone in between the resistance zones, it's going to be pretty valid. So that's where that hit, and that was drawn again. That was drawn at midnight. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped. 829 ticks for the day. Here's where I got in Murray math level. Here's where I went long right there. Here's a clear method confirmation. Clear method, I've got a cyan bar, which basically says we're going back long. I had a crossover at the CC. Here's the CCI a friend of mine uses. The CCI crossover, we crossed over the 0 line to the upside right there. There's one, so we've got clear method, we've got that which says we're going back upside, and then it crossed back over there, which basically signaled me to get into the trade. So, and then you can see it riding up, riding up, riding up. Signal to get out right there. You can see a little bit of the chop here, and then came back down right there. There's where your short signal was to come back down. So the short signal, and then we had a cyan bar for clear method. Clear method says come on down, and then we got in right after that. The next bar after resistance, and again it came all the way back down, and didn't come back down to the support level. It will. It just hadn't come back down yet. So down to this level again, 2 levels up from support, which is where this chop zone was 2 levels up from where it should be, 1, 2, 2 levels up. So right here, chop zone should have been here, but it was here. So you move the entire Murray math lines up. The support level goes up too. There you go. Bam. So that's how that trade worked out today. Hey, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to post them here or email me or whatever, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching. And have an awesome. I hope you had as awesome a day as I had in sim. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great day trading. That was a $4,000 trade with 2 contracts, over $4,000 for the day with 2 contracts. And I hope people out there made lots and lots of money doing this, as it was a fantastic day to trade. See ya.